Hello, everyone. It's Mandy Felici, and this is Essential Oils for Winter Wellness. So, I don't know about you, but I used to absolutely dread, quote, cold and flu season, right? Sometimes we think that, it's fall, we're coming into winter, and all of a sudden everyone starts getting sick, right? Colds and flus and runny noses constantly. And it's not very fun. And it's not very fun when someone comes to work or, someone comes over to your house with those symptoms because you're thinking, oh, great, I'm going to get it next, right? It's not very fun. And so I used to absolutely dread this time of year. But I have to say, over the last few years, as I've learned more about nutrition and our immune systems and how they work and how we can support our bodies for wellness, I realize, it's not anything to be afraid of. We can be healthy all winter long. And that's what this little webinar is about. We are going to talk about how to stay well, stay healthy, and happy all winter long. So, if you don't know me, I wanted to give you a little introduction. My name is Mandy Felici, um, and I was introduced to essential oils about almost 6 years ago now by a friend of my husband's from college. So, my husband he flew to another state. He was there for a few weeks on business. And my infant son and I decided to go out and visit him for the weekend. So we were about to fly out the next day, and my son came down with, I don't know, some kind of crud. He was sniffly and runny, had a runny nose. He was having a hard time breathing. And so I thought, I've got to give him something. I'm really worried about him, especially on the airplane. And so I went to the drugstore and found the children's aisle, and I looked up and down the aisle trying to find something that I could give my 1-year-old. And every single box said age 2 and up only. And so I was frustrated. I thought, kids get sick. Like, what do babies get sick. What are you supposed to give a baby? And I even remember waiting in line to talk to the pharmacist, and he told me the same thing. Until they're at least 2 years old, you can't give them anything. It's not safe. So I left feeling really frustrated and also a little freaked out by all the warning labels that I had just read. Every box, even the common pain relievers that we take or that we give to our children without even thinking, had a really long warning label right on the box about, if you give too much, more than just a few doses in 24 hours, it can cause liver failure. And I thought, oh my gosh, is this true? And I remember calling my mom because she's a nurse. And I said, is that true? Just this common pain reliever can cause liver failure? And she's like, oh, yes. We saw that in the hospital all the time. Parents, they just want their kids to feel better. And so they just keep administering this pain reliever without much thought or without reading the warning. And yeah, that can happen. And it's really scary. And so I thought, wow, I don't want to give my kid anything ever. So yeah, a lot of frustration and a little bit of fear that day. Um, well, fast forward 24 hours, and my husband picked us up at the airport, and we were driving to the hotel where he was staying for those few weeks. And he said, hey, I ran into my friend Tammy. We went to college years ago together, and I mentioned that Leo was sick, and so she gave me this little bottle of an essential oil. And so he handed it to me, and it had a little sticker on the top, and it said breathe. And I opened it up and I smelled it, and I was like, ooh, it smells really good. I could smell the peppermint and the eucalyptus in it. And so she'd kind of instructed him on how to use that. And so I applied that night. And I also used this diffuser thing that she had given him to borrow. So I put some oils in there, and we ran it in the hotel room that night, and he slept great. I was so excited. It really opened up his breathing. And so it was the first night that he had slept well in quite a few nights. And so I was thrilled that it worked and that it was safe for a baby. And I just had to learn more. What was this mysterious little bottle that she had given my husband? So I got her number and I called her and I said, I want to know more about this. And she said, great, come over to my house tonight. I'll teach you about it. And so I did. And I learned about these amazing essential oils and how they're made from plants and how to use them. And I was just really excited about all the possibilities. So that put me on this path. I'm a huge fan, a huge advocate of essential oils now, and it's really my passion to teach and educate and empower people to use these oils to transform their health and to help their families and to sleep better and to feel a little less stressed out sometimes, and just so many ways you can use these oils. So that's what we're going to talk about today, is how these oils can really benefit you and benefit your family. So I've got a couple of goals for this class tonight. And my first one is first to educate and empower you. Okay, I want to educate you. I want you to know not only what oils are, but how to use them. Okay, I really want you to feel empowered because these are not scary. They're safe. They're easy to use. They're not intimidating. You don't have to have a degree. You can just open the bottles and use them. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that because I want to put the power back in your court. The second one is to get you the tools that you need. Okay, education obviously is the first step, but you need the tools. You need oils in your house so that when you wake up in the middle of the night and you need an oil, you've got it, right? You've got to have the right tools. Otherwise, the education doesn't do you any good. And my third goal is to mentor you. I want to be that helping hand. I want to be there for you, and I will be there for you. My friend Tammy, as I began to use the oils, questions would come up, and I'd call her and say, Tammy, what can I use for this? Or did I do this right? Or how about this? And she would answer all of my questions. She would encourage me. And I loved having her as a friend and a mentor in that process because, like any new habit, we need someone there to coach us along, don't we? While we're kind of learning the ropes. And that's what this is. This is a new habit. It's a whole new world for you, maybe. And so you need a friend and a mentor to help you through that. And I will be there for you. I will do that for you. So essential oils, what are they? When I started 5 or 6 years ago, no one had heard of essential oils. I would mention it and people would give me a funny look like, what is that? But we're really starting to hear more and more about essential oils. In fact, you can find fake essential oils at Walmart or at the grocery store. You can find them everywhere. People are kind of trying to jump on the bandwagon because of what doTERRA has done in just the last, I think it's been 8 years now. In just the last 8 years, they have really made essential oils mainstream, which is good. It's given people the power to use them for themselves and their families. But they've also really raised the bar on the quality so that people feel safe using these on their children. And because they're so much more pure and potent than other brands, people are seeing the effects right away. They're having amazing results. And so people are excited and they want to learn more and use the oils more. So you, I'm sure, will start to hear more and more about essential oils. And I have to tell you that I recently went to a conference about essential oils, and we had a researcher there from Johns Hopkins, and she is doing research on doTERRA essential oils. In fact, on essential oils, but she picked doTERRA oils because she tested the different brands, and she found that doTERRA oils were the best. They got the most consistent results, and so that's who she chose to work with on this research project that she's doing. So it's really exciting to hear about the science behind these and the research that's happening right now with essential oils, and how these studies are going to be published in the medical journals. And so we really are starting to see more recognition, more acceptance of these essential oils in the medical community. And it's really exciting. In fact, that is one of doTERRA's goals, is to partner with the medical, Western traditional medicine and take the best of both worlds, right? And really use them to benefit people in a lot of ways. So we're going to talk about tonight some of these things. So essential oils they can minimize symptoms. They can address root causes. They have hundreds of natural compounds. They're very safe and you get lots of benefits without side effects. They cost pennies per dose. Okay, because you're using 1 or 2 drops, they're very potent. They literally cost pennies per dose. They also save you a lot of time and money, right? You're not missing work and your kids aren't missing school. And it can save you a lot of time and money on doctor visits and all of those things. And they're a great way to manage your stress and boost your immunity. And we're going to talk about all of these things. So what are essential oils? They're basically aromatic compounds that come from plants. So we use the word oil, right? Essential oil, but it's not a vegetable oil or an oil like we traditionally think of, an oil. They're truly an aromatic compound. That's what they are. And they're extracted from a plant. If you've ever chopped up basil or peppermint in your kitchen, or walked through some in a garden and you've smelled that amazing plant right away, that is the essential oil that you're smelling. Okay. Or if you've ever peeled an orange and you've seen that spray that comes out of the peel, that's the essential oil from the orange rind that you're seeing there. So this is a picture of a peppermint plant in front of you. And on the right is a picture of the leaf magnified. So those little balls there, those are oil sacs that are found on the surface of the leaf. And they are what hold the essential oil for the peppermint leaf. So they're right there on the surface of the leaf. And those oils are there to protect the plant from viruses and bacteria and fungus and predators. And so those oils naturally have those capabilities and those qualities of being naturally antibacterial and antiviral and antifungal. So they really are an amazing thing that's just found in nature. And we take the plant material and we extract the oils and we put them in a bottle. And that's how essential oils are made. So many, 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 many years ago, they used to use solvents or chemicals, things to extract essential oils from plants. And so they weren't very safe to use on your skin, and you certainly couldn't use them internally. But doTERRA has really changed the game. The way they extract the oils, the essential oils from the plants, is with steam. They use a steam distillation process, or with a cold press method, which is what they use for citrus fruits. Just using the rind, and they press it and they extract the oil that way. So some of the information that you will see online is referring to kind of the old school essential oils, right? And the old school of thought was you only use them aromatically and you don't put them on your skin, and you certainly can't take them internally, right? That was kind of the old way of thinking. But the information we're going to talk about tonight is how you can use these oils on your skin and you can take them internally. And that is specific to doTERRA oils, okay? So you can't do that with other brands, but you can do that with doTERRA oils. So please take that to heart, that what I'm telling you tonight is specific to doTERRA oils. Because of the quality, you can use them in different ways that you can't use other oils. So purity and safety. It's really important to know where your oils come from and how they're made. There are lots and lots of brands, and as I said, a lot of companies are kind of getting on the bandwagon now, and you're seeing even more brands pop up. And unfortunately, because of the labeling regulations here in the US, anyone can put pure essential oil in a bottle, and you really don't know what you're getting. In fact, the majority of essential oils that are in the market today are synthetically made. Okay, so that means they're made from chemicals. They're not extracted from a plant. And so you will not get the same results. And you might even get some bad results using those synthetic oils. So be really careful. So there's synthetic oils, there's also food grade, therapeutic grade, and then there's doTERRA oils, which are in a whole class to themselves. In fact, doTERRA has a whole certification process that every batch of oil goes through. It's called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, CPTG. And what that means is when you see that, it's kind of like a stamp of approval saying this batch of oil has met all of our high quality standards. So we've hired independent labs, third-party testing, right? And so every batch of oil that comes in, samples of that oil are sent off to these different labs. They're tested and they have to pass every single test. And there's, I think, 7 or 8 different tests that they do on these very sophisticated computerized equipment that tests all these different things about the oil to see if there was any contaminants, or to see if it was adulterated, or, watered down with a less expensive oil or a carrier oil, right? It's tested for all of those things. And when it meets all of the quality requirements, again, it gets that stamp of approval, and only then will the oil be bottled and added to our inventory and sold to our customers. So doTERRA is, they're so careful about their quality control. Like, everything in doTERRA revolves around the quality and purity of these oils. So once you're kind of familiar with a true oil and how good they smell, when you smell, another brand of oils, one that you might buy at the grocery store or Walmart, when you smell it, you'll kind of make a face like this, like, whoa, what is that? They smell really fake, or they smell kind of chemically, or they're just a very faint smell. And, I teach a lot of classes to lots of different people. And I've had a lot of people, especially who are massage therapists or people who have used essential oils for many years. And they say, wow, as soon as they smell that doTERRA oil, they say, wow, that is really different. It smells more clean and pure and potent. And they really can tell a difference. The other way you can tell a difference between our oils and their oils is by reading the labels. So most essential oil bottles will look like this. The label will say, not for internal use. doTERRA oils, however, have this supplement fact label on them. And it shows you right there the serving size is 1 drop. And it will say on the other side of the bottle, it'll say for aromatic, dietary, and topical use. Okay, so it'll say it right there in the bottle. And then there are a few oils. One of our oil blends is called Deep Blue, and it's for sore muscles. It's not designed for internal use. So that one will say topical and aromatic use, right? And it won't have the supplement label. So you can just read the label. And that one, in fact, we've got over 100 oils now, and I can only think of maybe 2 or 3 that are not made for internal use. And you'll know because they have a childproof cap on them. And then, of course, the label is different. So, but it's so comforting to know that if I can eat a peppermint leaf, I can ingest peppermint oil. Or the same is true with, lemon oil, right? It comes from lemon peels, which I can eat. So it really says something about the quality and the purity of these oils, because they are safe to ingest, to take internally, and also to put on our skin and use topically. So I want to say a few words about the sourcing of these oils also, because it's really important where things come from. So in years past, the way essential oils were sourced, there was these, kind of multinational corporations who would come in. They would use a middleman, and they would buy large quantities of essential oils. And, the people who are growing the oils and harvesting and distilling the oils, they were paid a very small amount of the actual money from that oil. And so, often these oils are grown in really impoverished areas around the world. So doTERRA have really, again, has changed the game. They said, we want to work directly with the growers. They've cut out all middlemen. In these impoverished areas, they've worked with the growers to make sure the oils are grown sustainably, to help them form co-ops among the growers so that they can work together and just improve the working environment there and have a better yield. doTERRA helps them by paying them year-round. They work out a payment schedule. So that way, instead of just them getting paid a small portion of the year, when the oil is, or when the plants are harvested, instead they're paid 12 months a year, and they're able to feed their families. And then they also have worked with them to put in water systems and schools and clinics and, really look at the big picture and really help these communities. And it's been so exciting to see the progress and how these areas are improving as doTERRA works with them. And so it's just awesome to know that doTERRA really looks at the big picture, right? Taking care of the people, the plants, and having a great product. So again, they buy direct. There's better organization among the growers and the harvesters, better payment plans, better purity, right? Because they're working with them to improve the quality of the plants, improve the way they're grown, make sure they're harvested at the right time, not too early, supporting the growers. And here's just a few of the countries where the oils are sourced. You can see they literally come from all over the world. doTERRA also has a charitable foundation. It's called Healing Hands, and they work, as I said, I mentioned a minute ago about with some of these impoverished areas, they go in and they put in water systems or clinics or schools, whatever the needs are. Especially in Nepal and Haiti, they both have experienced terrible earthquakes in just the last year or two. And so these areas just have not recovered. People are still without permanent homes and without clean water. And so doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation has done amazing things in these areas just to help people get back on their feet, helping them, providing them jobs so that they can feed and support their families. They also work with some other groups like Mentors International and Days for Girls, if you're familiar with those groups. So Mentors International provides microloans so that it gives people, like I think it's $100 to $300 is the average, but it allows people to start their own small business and really to bring their family up out of poverty. And it's a very small amount, in our from our way of thinking maybe, but in some of these areas, just a few $100s can make a huge difference and allow them to really get out of poverty. It's an amazing, amazing program. And then the loans are paid back and then reissued to other people. In Ghana, working with Days for Girls, providing packets for girls so that the week of their cycle, they have sanitary products that they can use. Because what's happening is in these areas, it's very taboo to talk about menstruation or other things. And so these girls, first of all, they don't know really what their menstruation is, and they think it's something bad that's happening to them. But what's happening is these girls have to stay home for 1 week of every month because they don't have any way to take care of their period. And so when they miss that much school, they start to fall behind and they end up dropping out. And it's just perpetuating this cycle of poverty. So something as simple as giving them a kit with sanitary supplies can make a huge difference and can help a girl stay in school and have a better life. So I love that doTERRA is really looking at all of these areas, how they can improve lives and make this world a better place. All right, so let's talk about how to use oils. Now that I've given you a little taste of doTERRA and what they're all about, let's talk about how to use these oils. So the first way is internally. So you can put these oils into a glass of water. You just add a drop or two and drink it, and they taste great. You do want to make sure that you use a glass or ceramic cup. You never want to put these into plastic. Essential oils break down plastics, and so don't put them in a plastic water bottle. So I love to drink oils. I love putting lemon or peppermint oil or orange oil or lime oil into my water. It tastes great. For some of the oils that don't taste as good, I might put them into an empty gel capsule. And that's a very easy process. You just pull the capsule apart, you add a drop or two, push the two ends of the capsule back together, and then you can swallow it. And that's a great way to kind of target your digestion or do different things that way. You can also cook with the oils. I love cooking with the oils. In fact, I could do a whole class just about cooking with essential oils. Topically, you can put these oils right on your skin. There's a few hot oils like cinnamon or oregano that you would definitely want to dilute. Okay, so we use fractionated coconut oil. Coconut oil is a great oil. It's a good, healthy oil. Fractionated means that they've just separated the liquid from the solid. If you've ever cooked with coconut oil, you know that it's hard and white at room temperature. The fractionated stuff doesn't have the solids, just the liquid part, and so it doesn't have the coconut smell, and it remains liquid at room temperature. So it's really easy to use as a carrier oil. So you can dilute any of the oils if you're more comfortable with that, or if you have really sensitive skin, or if you're putting the oils on a baby or an elderly person that might have thin skin or sensitive skin. Yeah, by all means, dilute the oil with a little bit of coconut oil. It doesn't decrease the effectiveness of the oil at all. But yeah, it's totally your choice how you want to do that. I usually just put the oil straight on my skin, but my daughter, who's 2, has very sensitive skin, and so I always have to dilute the oils on her. So you can experiment with that a little bit and see what works best for you and your family. If you ever put an oil on your skin and you have some sensitivity, or it's tingling or burning, don't try to wash it off, because water actually intensifies the feel of the oil. Instead, apply coconut oil or even olive oil out of your cupboard. Put that over the top and it should soothe it instantly, okay? So again, don't use water to wash it off. Just grab some kind of vegetable oil and use that, and it will soothe it right away. Same is true if you accidentally get some oil in your eye, which it's happened, right? Sometimes you forget it. There's a little bit on your finger, or you rub your eye. Again, don't use water. Put a little vegetable oil on a paper towel and kind of wipe it away from your eye. And that works great. So you don't want to put the oils down into the ear canal, or you don't want to touch any sensitive body parts with the oils on your hands. A great place to put the oils almost any time is on the bottom of your feet. Your feet have a lot of pores, and they absorb very quickly through the feet. In fact, I was thinking the other day, when you go swimming, or if you're in the bathtub too long, it's your hands and your feet that get all shrivelly, right? They get kind of shrivelly and wrinkly, because those are the 2 parts of the body that absorb the most water. And so the same is true with essential oils. Like if you put them onto your hands or onto your feet, they're going to be absorbed very quickly. So, and then your feet are also a little tougher too. So, I might even put oregano oil on my feet, and it probably wouldn't bother me, even though that's a very hot oil. Bottom of the feet are tough. So yeah, you can put oils wherever you kind of have an issue. If you have a spot on your body that's kind of achy, put the oils there. If you have any pressure or discomfort in your ears, you could rub some oil around the ear. Again, not down into the ear, but all around the ear. If you have tension in your neck or on your forehead, you can apply those oils there. Just be careful not to get them, into your eyes. So I love using the oils both internally and topically, and I've been doing it just about every day for 5 years now, and it's really changed my life. The other way to use the oils is aromatically. So you can smell the oil right from the bottle. You can put a few drops. I like to put a few drops in my hands, just rub them together, and then cup your hands around your nose and mouth and just breathe it in. Oh, it smells so good. So that's a great way to use the oils aromatically. And then we also have a whole line of diffusers. A diffuser is basically something that creates an ultrafine, an ultrasonic mist. And so it diffuses that oil into the air. And so you're breathing it in. It's also kind of, cleaning the air and just making your house smell more fresh and clean. I love using the oils this way. And it's great because it only takes a couple drops of oil. This little diffuser here, it runs for 4 hours, and you fill it up with water and you add 2 or 3 drops of oil, and it lasts, 4 hours. And so it's a great way to freshen up your home. And I have to say that when you use the oils aromatically, you're doing something really cool that you might not even realize. And that is, you are activating a certain part of your limbic brain, or your limbic system. So the limbic system is the part of the brain that handles olfaction, your sense of smell, but it also handles emotion and behavior and long-term memory. So that's why when you smell something and it triggers a memory for you, it's really powerful, right? You can smell something and instantly you're taken back to your grandma's kitchen, right? When she was making cookies or something, or smell a smell at the beach, or some other thing that you smell can really trigger a lot of memories for you. Well, the same thing is true of, changing or altering your mood and your behavior. You can smell something like an essential oil, and it can activate a certain part of your brain that tells your body to go into a more relaxed state. Okay, so it's not just that it smells good when you smell lavender, but the lavender is actually telling your brain, okay, let's go into a relaxed and calm state. So this is a great way to affect the whole mood of your family or in your classroom or at the office where you work. You can really use it anywhere. There's oils that are used for calming. We think of lavender and chamomile as very calming oils. But then the citrus oils are very lifting for the mood. So you can, if it's Monday morning and you're kind of having a slow start to the day, you can put a little orange oil or lime oil into your diffuser, and it can really pep you up and help you get going for the day. Same is true with peppermint. That's another invigorating oil. So again, these are something that really are working at this part of the brain. So it's more than just smelling good. It's actually benefiting and affecting your emotion, your behavior, your motivation level, your memories, and of course, your sense of smell. And there's actually this autonomic response that's happening. Um, you know, your body, everything happens chemically in the body, right? Your body sends messages through little chemicals that travel throughout the body. And so when you are under stress, that's sending your body sending messages to speed up your heart rate and to slow down your digestion, right? It's triggering different things in your body to combat the stress that it's under. Um, so again, when you smell something like an essential oil, it can trigger a certain response that can bring you out of that stress state into a more calm and relaxed state. All right, so let's talk about cold and flu season, which isn't even really a season, right? There's only 4 seasons, and cold and flu season is not one of them. But we tend to think of that, right? Like once the fall and winter start, we think, oh man, I'm going to start getting sick, right? And you worry about germs and sick people being around you, right? It's something that we think about. So let's talk about why we get sick more often in the fall and winter, or why we might get sick more often. First of all, we're spending more time indoors, and germs are spread easily, because there's more people indoors. Our nasal passages can be dry, so we're just more susceptible to picking things up. We also usually get less sunlight, so we're getting less vitamin D, less of that time outdoors, and that really can affect our immunity. We also have more sugary treats. Have you ever thought about the fact that, quote, cold and flu season, it kind of kicks off at Halloween, right? It kicks off around Halloween and it carries through Thanksgiving and Christmas and Hanukkah and New Year's, right? All these holidays. And that's kind of our cold and flu season. Well, if you think about it, Halloween is all about sugar, right? We eat a lot of candy and sweets starting at Halloween, and that carries all through the holidays. And when we eat sugar, it decreases our immunity. Every time we eat sugar, it suppresses our immune system for like 4 or 5 hours. And if you're eating sugar a lot, then your immune system is in a constant state of suppression. And so sugar really has a big impact on our immunity. So if you can, cut out sugar or avoid sugar or limit your sugar, and you'll see a difference in your immunity. And of course, stress lowers our immunity as well. And the holidays can be very stressful, right? You might be planning some holiday get-togethers, family parties. You might have a long, shopping list. You might be busier at work than you normally are. Whatever it is, it can be a time of greater stress, which can, of course, decrease our immunity. So I want to introduce to you the top 10 essential oils. We have over 100 different oils. I'd say about two-thirds of those are single blends, meaning, peppermint oil or lemon oil. And then about a third of those are blends. So doTERRA has created these amazing blends where they've combined certain oils to serve a certain function. And it's great because you combine oils and get a nice synergistic effect with those blends. I love the blends. So these are our top 10 oils, and we're going to go through each one. And I just want to give you an introduction to oils, right? We have so many, I can't talk about all of them, but I'm going to start with the top 10 because these 10 oils, when I first started, and my friend Tammy taught me more about the oils, I ordered a kit and it had these 10 oils. And I was so excited when I got that in the mail a couple days later. I was like, wow, this is like a toolkit. Like I have everything I need. It was so exciting. Like when I looked over the chart and said, wow, I can use it for this and this and this and this and this. And all those little things that we deal with just on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis, whether it's head tension or you're kind of restless one night, not sleeping well, or you feel like a scratchy throat coming on, right? Those are things that we all deal with. And before, I think I just suffered with those or dealt with it or took some pain reliever to just cover up the symptoms. But having the oils was such a game changer. It was really a paradigm shift for me. Like, wow, I'm empowered and I have tools to use to take care of all of these things. So, all right, let's dive into the top 10. The first one is lavender. So lavender, of course, we know for its calming properties, its ability to soothe any kind of skin issue. It's great for that. I love putting it over burns. It just makes them feel amazing within seconds. I love it for, at nighttime. It's great for kind of getting the kids calmed down, for getting myself calmed down. I love to put a few drops in a bath, and it's very soothing, very relaxing. In fact, you're so relaxed, you can almost hardly get out of the bath. It works really great for that. So lavender, you can just use it for 1,000 different things. Lemon is so cleansing and detoxifying for the body. Oh, I love it. And it smells really clean and fresh. So I can clean with this. I can mix it in some water and spray it over my countertops. And, I love to clean my cutting boards with it because it's safe to eat. And I feel like it's killing any yucky things that are growing on my cutting board. I love to put a few drops in the water and to drink it. It's very cleansing for the body. And then it's kind of mood lifting. So it's a great one for the diffuser because it smells so clean and bright and uplifting. Peppermint. Peppermint's great for digestion. It tastes good. I love it in my water. You can put it in some hot water and have like a little peppermint tea. In fact, to give you an idea of just how potent these oils are, one tiny little drop of peppermint oil, it would take you 28 cups of peppermint tea to equal that one drop of oil. It's amazing, isn't it? So peppermint's also good for kind of opening up the airways, and you can breathe it in from your hands, opens up those airways. It's lifting for the mood, so you could put it in the diffuser. Again, you could put it in your water to drink it. It's a really good. In fact, during the holidays, I love to make a gingerbread cake. And then I make whipped cream, and I put 1 or 2 drops of peppermint oil in the whipped cream, and then put that over the gingerbread cake, and it tastes amazing. It's so fun to cook with peppermint oil. But I have to say, 1 drop is enough. It goes a long, long way. Peppermint's great for digestion. So drinking a little or even just rubbing it topically right onto your belly is great for soothing digestive and tummy troubles. The next one is Breathe. So this is the one that got me started, right? When my little boy was kind of feeling yucky, this is the sample that she gave me, and it was amazing. So it's got laurel leaf, melaleuca, eucalyptus, peppermint, lemon, ravensara, and cardamom. All those oils are great for the respiratory system. You can rub it on your chest. You can breathe it from your hands. You can put it in the diffuser. This one is a must for this time of year. Absolutely a must. When your nose gets dry, you're not breathing really well. It's the best for this time of year. Love it. The next one is Deep Blue. So this one, you can tell the cap looks a little taller, right? This one has the childproof cap on it. It's not meant for internal use because this one is for achy muscles, and it's the best. It's got wintergreen, white camphor, peppermint, blue tansy, German chamomile, helichrysum, and osmanthus. So if you have a hard workout one day or you tweak your back a little, rub a little Deep Blue, and it will just be your best friend ever. It's also really good for kids when they kind of get those growing pains in their legs, they're growing real fast. It's great for that. I accidentally smashed my son's finger in the door once and felt terrible, and immediately just grabbed the Deep Blue and put a drop just right on that finger, and he stopped crying, almost instantly. So it's great for just relieving that discomfort. The next one is Melaleuca. So you've probably heard of this by a different name. It's sometimes called tea tree oil, right? You've probably heard of that. It's used in a lot of shampoos and all kinds of things. But Melaleuca is the Latin name, so it's the same name, but same stuff. So Melaleuca is good for just about everything. Any kind of if my son falls off his bike and scratches his knee, I'm going to put Melaleuca on it. It's great to add a drop into your shampoo. It makes your shampoo kind of foam up, and it's really good for a healthy scalp if it's been dry at all. It's good for repelling lice. If you have that going through your kids' school, you could rub a little of this through their hair or spray it on over their hair just preventatively because the bugs don't like the smell of it. What else do I use Melaleuca for? Just anything I want to kind of help the skin to heal for whatever reason. I use Melaleuca. It's a great one. Frankincense. Now this one's been around for a really long time, right? It's mentioned in the Bible. But this is frankincense resin that you see on your slide in front of you. And they extract the oil from the resin. The resin comes from these really ancient trees. And it's an amazing oil. They call it the king of all oils. And they say, when in doubt, use frankincense because it's such an amazing oil. It has all these amazing healing properties. It's just a beautiful, amazing oil. It has a really deep, earthy smell to it. Very kind of masculine smelling, I think. But any kind of skin issue, this would be my other oil to go to. It's so good for the body. It boosts your, or supports your immune system, supports cellular health. And this one does, it really does work at a cellular level throughout the body for just health and healing and wellness. So frankincense is one that you really could put on every single day. It's a great oil. Oregano. So oregano is our super hot oil here. So this is one you always want to dilute. And I tell people just remember O for oregano, O for ouch. If you put this one straight on your skin, it's going to burn a little. It's a super hot oil. You can put this, I've had a lot of people with a lot of success with warts, just putting oregano on it. I've had people put it in their spaghetti sauce, but one drop is almost too much when you're cooking with it. You need to do like a half a drop because it's so potent. But yeah, it's an amazing, it's a humble little herb that we grow in our garden and don't think much about. But man, it is a powerful, powerful essential oil. It's not one that I use very often, but if I'm really fighting the crud, whatever it is, I'm going to grab the oregano because it's a powerful, powerful oil. And then we have Digest-Zen, another one of my favorites. So a lot of people are having digestive troubles these days, right? So Digest-Zen combines all the oils that are great for digestion. So ginger, peppermint, caraway, coriander, anise, tarragon, and fennel. Which are all kind of like spices that we use in the kitchen, right? Isn't that interesting? But they're all really good for digestion. And you those together and it's just an amazing effect. So you can rub this right onto your belly, put it on the bottom of your feet. You could put it in an empty capsule. You could drink it in water. You could drop it on your tongue. Like any way you want to get it in you or on you, it works. My friend's husband was having terrible, terrible tummy troubles for years, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong, and he couldn't find anything that was really helping. Well, she got him some Digestin, and he was just rubbing it on the top of his hands because he didn't want to like untuck his shirt, when he was at work. So he would just rub it on his hands, and man, his tummy felt so much better after that. And he was just amazed. He's like, I'm putting this oil on my hands and it's helping my tummy. Like, how is that possible? But he had, it was working for him. It was great. So Digestin is a must have. I got something, I think it was food poisoning on some bad Indian food once. And I was like over the toilet, heaving and sweating and, those cold sweats, and just felt terrible. And I yelled to my friend, get me the Digestin. She came running in the bathroom, and I just like dropped like 4 or 5 drops on my tongue. I rubbed some on my tummy, and within, I would say about 2 minutes, my tummy totally settled down and I never actually vomited. I felt so much better. And she was amazed. She's like, wow, I can't believe it. But Digestin, it is an amazing oil. If you've got any kind of tummy stuff coming up, it's a great one to use. And I have to say, it works on both ends, if you know what I mean. Coming up that way or coming out the other way, it works on that too. It really supports the entire digestive tract. So I love this oil. It's saved me and saved my family many, many times. So make sure you have a bottle of this at home at all times. And then the last one here is On Guard. Oh, I love this oil. It's a blend of wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. So this one is our protective blend. It's made to support your immune system in a really powerful way, and it does just that. You can use it preventatively, which I do, every morning. I try, not every morning, but I put this on the bottom of my kids' feet just to support their immune systems as they're going off to school and getting exposed to who knows what. But I use it too, same way. I put it in water also, and I have a little spray bottle, and I use it for just kind of cleaning my hands when I come in from shopping or, being out wherever. I also kind of just, hand cleaner. I also use it for, especially if I feel like a scratchy throat coming on, or I'm just feeling run down, like my immune system feels kind of depleted. I reach for the On Guard, and I really try to use it a lot to kind of boost my immunity and get my body feeling healthy again. And I just couldn't live without it. In fact, this is another good one to diffuse. If you've got kids or people coming in and out of your house or your office all the time, you can diffuse the On Guard, and that way it's really benefiting everyone, right? It's benefiting everyone's immunity, and it's just kind of cleaning stuff, in the air and in the room around you. So it really does work in some amazing ways. So On Guard, love it. So there you have it, our top 10 oils. They, like I said, they really do kind of cover your whole, like all of your bases, right? There's a reason they picked these 10 oils to go in all the kits, because they cover just about everything. They're awesome. The other thing I wanted to mention is that, when you're trying to stay healthy and trying to get and stay healthy, I should say, you really want to work from the inside out, right? If our bodies get the right nutrition, and our bodies are what do the healing, right? Nothing we do on the outside is healing our body. It's our bodies that do the healing work. And so it's our job just to support our bodies in that healing process and to give them what they need so that they can do that important work, right? So having good nutrition is absolutely, positively the basis of good health. Good nutrition. The problem is our soils are so depleted now that fruits and vegetables that we eat now, they don't have the same nutrition they did 100 years ago. They just don't. And so it takes more to get the same nutrition that maybe our great grandparents had, right? Eating the same exact meal. So it's really crucial to supplement. Even if you're eating a healthy diet, it's crucial to supplement. So, let me go back. So this is our lifelong vitality supplement um, set. It's these 3 bottles, and let me tell you what's in these. I love them. I take them every day. So the first one is our Z Omega, and this is it's a blend of essential oils, and also it's got all those the omega fatty acids that we need, and they're both marine and land sourced on those. Um, but it's so important. If you've ever read about omega fatty acids, you know that they support your joints, your cardiovascular system, your brain health, your immune function. Like, they are crucial to our body's functioning at the proper level. So this gives you all of that, a daily supply of all of those things. And so, yeah, it supports your health and your circulatory system, your joints, your immune system, healthy skin, you know, all of these things. It's right here in the Z Omega. It also has a blend of essential oils. You get clove, which is the #1 antioxidant in the world. You get frankincense, which is good for brain health, thyme, which is good for hormone levels, cumin, wild orange, peppermint, ginger, caraway, and German chamomile. So those boost your immunity. They support your digestion. Um, you know, just so many good ingredients crammed in here. And the good thing is it's all plant-based, food-based materials, so that your body can, well, first of all, your body recognizes it and can absorb it. Um, Instead of like the synthetic vitamins, which vitamins that are made are synthetically made, your body just passes them right through, right, without absorbing a speck of it. So these are different, right? They're food based capsules, and so your body knows what to do with them and puts all those good things to work. The next one is the Microplex. So these are all your vitamins and minerals. So it's 22 different essential and highly absorbable vitamins and minerals to support your cells, to support just everything in your body, all your body systems. It's got the antioxidant vitamins of A, C, and E. It supports your metabolism and your cell energy, bone health, because it has calcium, magnesium, and zinc. And you can just read through that list there. There's so many good things in here. It also has a tummy tamer blend of peppermint, ginger, and caraway. And then the last one is the Alpha CRS. And this is the one it reduces that oxidative stress to your DNA. It supplies more energy to the cells. Your mitochondria are in the cells. That's what produces the energy that gives your body strength and energy to get through the day. So if you can feed the cell the right kind of food, right, your mitochondria, those little engines, are making more energy, right, more ATP. And so you feel better and you have more energy throughout the day. Let's see what else. It also has the polyphenols. Yes. So if you've read about polyphenols, you know how important those are. They're antioxidants. And so they just help you age less quickly and live longer and have more vitality and health. And so the polyphenols that they use are from, you can see some of the whole list there. Good stuff. So I have to say, when I take these, I feel better. I have more energy. And I just notice a difference in my life. So I know how important it is to supplement, and to supplement with the right kind of supplement, right? Really important. Now, a couple of oils that I have to throw in here and just mention. Again, I wish I could talk about like every oil, but we have some amazing oils that can affect your mood and your sleep. And, one of my favorites is Serenity here. Serenity is a blend of lavender and chamomile and some other oils, but I love to put it in my diffuser at night, and it helps me sleep like a baby. And then during the day, I love using Citrus Bliss or Elevation or some of the other citrus oils. I love using those in the diffuser during the day because they give me more energy and help me just feel more motivated and excited to do things during the day. So there's so many ways to use these oils. doTERRA has a lot of oils and a lot of products that are made with essential oils, right? Cleaning products and laundry detergent and soap, hand soap, and the supplements and just all these great products. So again, I'm not talking about all these, but I want you to know that doTERRA really is trying to fill up our medicine cabinets with better options, right? Products that you can use even for cleaning that don't have any toxins in them, and skincare that you can use without any toxic ingredients. But also they have essential oils in them, which are great and nourishing and for the skin. So many wonderful things that you can add to your life. And one of the things that I absolutely love about doTERRA is that they want everyone to get the best price. So they have a wholesale membership that's open to everybody. Isn't that awesome? You don't have to, you don't have to do minimums, or you don't have to do, there's no requirements. Like anyone can have a wholesale membership. Anyone. Um, Normally the membership is $35 for the year, but it means you get everything at a wholesale price, which is 25% off retail, right? Isn't that cool? Saving 25%. So that is our membership. So once you have that set up, you can go to the website, doterra.com, and every time you place an order, you'll save that 25%. But it gets even better. Check it out. So we have kits, these amazing kits that have the wholesale membership included. So you don't pay that $35. It's all included with the kit. So the first kit that I'm just going to tell you about now is the family. Oh, you know what? They just changed the name of this, and I forgot to change the slide. It used to be called the Family Physician Kit. It's now called the Family Wellness Kit. But it has those 10 oils that we talked about, okay, the top 10 oils. It also has 2 containers of the beadlets. So these are tiny little beadlets, like smaller than a pea, and they have like 1 or 2 little drops of peppermint oil, and then we also have ones that have On Guard oil. And so I love to leave these in my purse and use them as breath mints, or to help if my tummy's feeling a little, funny after whatever I ate. So they're just a great, convenient way to carry the oils in your purse or in your pocket. So that kit is $150, so you're saving $36 and getting the wholesale membership for the year included. It's so awesome. This is the kit that I started with, 6 years ago. I love it. The next one is the Home Essentials kit. So it's those same 10 oils, but it's the bigger bottles. Okay, the other kit has 5 milliliter bottles. This one has 15 milliliter bottles. So you can see the bottles there. You can see the difference in size, except for the deep blue is the smaller size, the 5 milliliter. But this is just a better value because you're getting more essential oil in those bottles. But I do want you to know how far these oils really go. The smaller bottles, the last kit I showed you, they have 85 drops in those bottles. 85 drops. And you're using 1 drop at a time. So that means you get 85 uses per bottle. Isn't that amazing? 85 uses per bottle. And these bottles, the bigger ones, these have 250 drops. So you're getting 250 uses per bottle. So they last a long time. They're very potent, right? So you can just use 1 drop at a time, or maybe 2 drops at a time, but they last a long time. And you will find so many uses for them just around your house and in your family. And you'll really start to wonder how you ever lived without them. I'm not even kidding. So when you get this kit, it's $275. So you're saving basically $86. And this one comes with the diffuser. I don't know if you saw that, but it's the same 10 oils, but the bigger bottles, and you get the diffuser. So this is really a great deal. And then we have the Natural Solutions Kit. So you get those same 10 oils plus a few more oils. You also get a great little wood storage box. You have a place to keep all of your oils. You also get a set of the vitamins. So that's a month's worth of the supplements I told you about. You get the foaming On Guard hand wash. You get the On Guard toothpaste, the deep blue rub. You get all these great products. I love this kit. It's $550, so you're saving almost $100 by buying this kit. And you also get 100 product credits, and I'll tell you more about that in a second. And you start at a higher percentage level. And again, this one also comes with the wholesale membership. So our supplements, I've told you how amazing they are, and I really want you to try them just for a month. They have a money back guarantee. So you try them for a month. If you don't like them, you send back the empty bottles and they'll refund your money. Okay. They're serious about these. They work and you will notice a difference. So I want you to try them for just 1 month and see how you feel. Because when you work with your body from the inside out, it really can, just everything can get better. Your immunity can improve, your digestion can improve, your mood can improve. It's healing from the inside out, right? So, um, we have a loyalty rewards program that you really need to know about, because what this is, so I have my vitamins set up so they ship to my house once a month. It's so convenient. I don't even have to think about it. The vitamins just come once a month, right? I choose the day that they come. I can set that up however I want. But the cool thing is that I get rewarded for being on this loyalty program, right? So I earn points. The points start out at 10% and it grows from 10% and then it caps out at 30% after a year. So now, because I've been on it for over a year, I get 30% back in free stuff every single month. Isn't that awesome? So if I order $100 of stuff, I get $30 worth of free stuff every single month. And those points, they really accumulate. Every month my points are building, and then every couple months I'll log in and I'll place an order using all my points. And that's how I order my laundry detergent, my shampoo, my conditioner, my skincare, all that stuff I use, all that crappy stuff I used to buy at the grocery store. I now buy a much higher end, much more, higher quality product without the toxic ingredients, with essential oils, and I get it all for free using my points. It's so awesome. I love the loyalty program, and you will too, because you get lots of free stuff. So, yeah, like I said, I have my vitamins set on there. They come automatically every month, and then I can go in and add other things as I want. If I'm out of Digest Zen this month, I add a bottle of that. Or if I want to try a new oil that just came out, I can customize it every single month. I just log in and I alter my order before it ships. And then, I get whatever I want that month. And if I want to order less or more, it's totally up to me, whatever I order. And I can stop it at any time. Okay. Of course, I've never stopped it because I like getting those points every month. And I like getting all my free stuff and ordering my, those extra things that I use every month. So, I need to tell you more about that. It's pretty awesome. And then, of course, I have a few gifts for you. I love the doTERRA lip balm. It's got wild orange and peppermint oils in it. It tastes yummy. It smells yummy. And it's the best. I used to love, what's that? Burt's Bees, their lip balm used to be my favorite. But this is now my favorite. I love it even more. And that's hard to believe because I was so addicted to the other stuff. But this is the best. So when after this, you're watching this, I want to be in touch with you. I want to help you pick the kit that's right for you. I showed you 3 today, but we have more kits. So if you feel like you haven't seen the one that's right for you, let's talk. I can help you find the right one. Or maybe we just customize a kit just for you. But my gift to you, for thanking you for working with me and letting me be your mentor, is I'm going to send you a lip balm. And if you remember, I said in the beginning, my goal was to educate and empower you. And I hope that I've done that. This is kind of just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of information about essential oils, and we have a lot of great resources where you can keep learning online, where you can do classes and read articles and just keep adding to your knowledge. But I hope that you do feel empowered to start using essential oils. My second goal was to help you get the tools that you need, right? And so we've talked about that. I've shown you some of the kits that are available. Again, this is just 3 of them. We have more kits, but these are probably our 3 most popular kits right here. So you can look at those. You can decide, what meets my needs, or where am I how much am I willing to invest in my health right now? We're all on a budget. I get that. And so I want you to think about, what will it cost me to get sick this year? Right? What is that going to cost me away from my family or away from work or school? Think about how these oils can really benefit you in your life. And then make a decision, make a choice on what is right for you and for your family at this time. And I can support you in that. I can show you what really will best meet your needs, and I can help you make that decision. And then my third goal is to mentor you, right? I want to hold your hand through this process as you're learning and growing and experimenting and trying out something that might be brand new to you. I'm here for you. So when you get your kit in the mail, so the way this works, so you and I are going to have a conversation, hopefully on the phone or an email or by text, and we can help you. I can help you figure out what's best for you, what you want to order. So I will set up your wholesale account, and then your oils will be shipped right to you from doTERRA in about 2 or 3 business days. They come very quickly. And in your packet, you'll see this. It's called Living doTERRA Naturally, and it's a great little booklet that gives you some resources about where you can learn more and how to use your oils. And so that's a great tool for you. And then my gift to you is another book. It's called Modern Essentials Usage Guide, and this is a great tool when you're beginning because you can look up different issues and look at different oils and see how to use them, and it will just be such a great resource when you're getting started. You'll need this, trust me. So I'm going to send that to you, okay? And then my other gift for you, I can't offer this to everyone, but for the next 2 people, I want to offer you a personal wellness consultation. Basically, what this is you and I talk on the phone for about a half an hour, and we go over your health goals. So we can talk about where you are now and where you want to be, what your goals are, and then we can go through the book and figure out what oils are recommended for some of the specific things that you're looking at with your health. Okay, so it's totally customized. It's all about you and helping you figure out where your needs are and what you can do to accomplish your goals. And I have to say, I love doing these. They are so fun because, I think all of us have goals. We all want to change different things with our health, or maybe someone in our family, we want to help them work on a certain issue with their health. And so it's so great to work one-on-one with you and to figure this stuff out and to give you a plan, help you figure out where you're going to go and what steps you're going to take to work on that health goal. And it's really fun to see your progress and to get those messages from you where you say, oh my gosh, this worked, it was awesome. And to hear your stories, it's so rewarding and so fun for me to hear those. So I really am looking forward to doing that personal wellness consultation with you. So that, my friends, is winter wellness. And I hope that you will get excited about using essential oils and about staying healthy this winter. It's not something to be afraid of, right? Because you are fully empowered. You just need a few tools to help you stay well this winter, and you can do it. And I'm really excited for you to have a happy, healthy winter and holiday season, right? You don't want to miss out on time with friends and family and loved ones. You want to be healthy and vibrant and just to have the best winter season ever. So we're going to help you do that. So my email is here on the screen. It's connect@mandyfelici.com. Write that down. I want you to touch base with me. I want you to reach out, say, hey, I want my free wellness consultation. And we'll get that booked. And I will also send you all the other kits. So if you are not sure which one, I can send you the sheets that show you all the different enrollment kits, and we can help you find one that really meets your needs, or we can customize it one specific for you, okay? I am here to serve you. My life was radically changed 6 years ago when Tandy shared that sample with me, and that's why I do what I do, because I know that these oils can change your life, and I want to be your coach and your mentor in the process. I want to help you succeed and have the happy, healthy life that you've always dreamed about. So reach out to me. Let's connect. Let's talk about how essential oils can totally rock your world and change your life, because I know they will. So thanks everyone for listening tonight. It was great chatting with you. Feel free to email me with any questions or comments that you have. I would love to hear with you. I would love to connect with you. Um, these oils are totally going to rock your world. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.